we've actually seen that there was a high watermark of people analytics roles in 2022, and it's actually gone down since then. For years in data and analytics, everybody just wants to report the weather. And all people want to know is, should I bring an umbrella or not? I think it's incredibly well positioned for the future. It just might lose its name at some point. I mean, workforce planning right now is as hot as it's probably ever been, maybe since 2008. The exciting part of it is a lot of what is kind of current day people analytics tomorrow, I think is going to be like AI transformation, workforce transformation, all the things that are really hot right now that everyone's talking at the conference about.
I am blessed to have Cole on today. Last name Napper?
That is correct.
I so love that last name because I am a napper.
I'm a napper. I have always loved the last name. It fits like, a hand in a tight glove.
The velvet glove.
Yes, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, let's do some of the basics.
Yeah.
What do you do? What would you say you do?
What would you say it is you do around here? So I do a variety of things. Most recently, one of the things I'm most excited about is I just became a published author. So
What?
People analytics using data-driven HR and Gen AI as a business asset just came out 2 weeks ago. Pretty excited about that. For my day job, I work at Lightcast. I'm the VP of research. And for our relationship, I also have a podcast and a newsletter called Directionally Correct. It's a people analytics podcast, #1 in the world. And we just joined the Work Defined Network, so we're pretty excited about it.
Did he say the #1? He did. Dropped it like it was nothing. It's #1. That's awesome. How'd you get into this gig? How'd you start your career?
So I have a background of a PhD in industrial organizational psychology. So not the
propellerhead.
traditional route to HR by any means.
PsyOp.
Yeah, PsyOp. I'm actually co-chairing a conference later this year for PsyOp. So yeah, I'm big in PsyOp.
That's a fun group.
I'm deep. That's a deep cut.
That's a fun group.
Yeah.
That's a group that's not afraid of alcohol.
It's not afraid of alcohol, and
Yes.
it's not afraid of having really nerdy conversations.
Really nerdy.
Yes.
I got invited there by Hogan Assessments 100 years ago.
Really?
And Dr. Hogan.
Yeah. He's a wild guy, by the way.
Dude, I went martini by martini with him
Yeah.
for an entire night, and he was still up and rolling like nobody's business.
I tried to get him on my podcast, and the team at Hogan was like, "Are you sure you want him on the podcast? He says some wild stuff."
There's no joke there.
Yeah.
He does, and some of it's because I think he's just trying to keep himself interested.
Yeah.
Like, how do I keep myself, after 30 years or whatever it is,
Yeah.
like, how do I keep myself interested? I'll say some outrageous stuff.
Yeah. I mean, who's listening, right? Except for everybody.
Except for everybody. One of the things I learned about IO psychologists is that the school in which you graduated from and your committee, those are like important things.
You know secret things. How do you find these things out, William? These are the things that don't leave the IO community.
Dude, it is crazy because
It is?
everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, who was on your committee? Oh, yeah. Okay. And then there's like judgment.
There is judgment. I'm frequently on the other side of that judgment. I went to the illustrious Louisiana Tech program. It's not illustrious. It is
La
good.
Tech.
Yeah, La Tech. I'm
okay.
from rural North Louisiana, so as they say, do as one does, right?
100%. No. La Tech famously beat Alabama in 2007.
Well, twice actually, 1998 and 2007.
Well, 98 doesn't count.
yeah,
so
it's a little while ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Saban's first year.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
That's right. La Tech's right on I-20.
I-20.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's fantastic.
You know I-20.
I do.
Living in Arlington.
I do, baby.
Yeah.
I-20 goes all the way to Atlanta.
Yep, it does.
So, okay, so you're here at HR Tech, and you've been here for 23 hours-ish.
Yeah, 23 hours.
Which is perfect, by the way. If you want to learn how to do things, this is the way to do it right here.
This is the Zen way of doing conferences.
100%. And especially Vegas.
Yeah.
Because you turn into a vampire at one point.
Oh my gosh.
There's no need. So I do want to ask some people analytics questions because I know the audience will care. Like, what are you looking at right now? Like, what's, how it is year to year, month to month.
Yeah.
Things are trending, et cetera. What are you looking at?
Well, one of the things that is actually, there's kind of two interesting things going on in people analytics simultaneously. One is it's actually a really exciting time, and one is it's actually a really challenging time. I'll start with the challenging time. We've actually seen that there was a high watermark of people analytics roles in 2022, and it's actually gone down since then. It's the first time that's ever happened in the history of people analytics. So it has been a challenge. The exciting part of it is a lot of what is kind of current day people analytics tomorrow, I think, is going to be like AI transformation, workforce transformation, all the things that are really hot right now that everyone's talking at the conference about. Most people, like the way I look at it is you really need probably 4 skill sets to do that. And people analytics is one of the only ones. So you've got to understand data, you've got to understand technology, you've got to understand AI, and you've got to be able to do implementation or change management efforts. That's people analytics bread and butter.
Right.
And so I think it's incredibly well positioned for the future. It just might lose its name at some point, which is an interesting point.
Right. Where is, in your mind, where's storytelling?
So storytelling, that would actually be kind of like legacy people analytics. So that's, I think a lot of the vendors out here are saying AI is going to tell the story for you. I'm skeptical.
I'm very skeptical.
Very skeptical.
I'm not a buyer.
Not a buyer. All right. But I think historically speaking, that was a key differentiator between what I would always call like a good analyst and a bad analyst.
Right.
Is storytelling. It's always storytelling.
Yeah. You got to be able to bring people in, contextualize, get them to understand, and then hear the implications or some of the pathways, et cetera.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you help with both software and consulting?
I kind of neither.
Neither?
So I do research. I use Lightcast data to show kind of the art of the possible.
Right.
And honestly, I get to tell stories with data. It's I know I'm not saying that just because you just said it.
We drink our own champagne here.
Exactly.
That's what we do, babies.
And so a lot of people, especially the layperson, don't understand what you can do with data, or how effective it is in terms of driving decision-making for organizations. And sometimes you need a soothsayer of sorts that will come in and show you the art of the possible, and that's my role.
Yeah, to me that tracks because it's the seeing around the corner, especially working with an expert that's done it with other people and understands it and says, okay, here's 3 different things you can think about with this particular data. And again, getting people's kind of ears open to like, oh, I had no idea.
I like to scare them a little bit too.
Yeah.
So all I talk about nowadays is like geopolitics,
100%,
AI disruption, labor
North
Korea.
Korea.
North Korea. Yeah. Who's not talking about North Korea, right?
Can't
get me to stop.
It's all the deep fakes. Just the deep fakes. This podcast is coming right out of North Korea, right now.
They're listening.
Cole's not here.
They're always listening.
Cole's back in North Texas. So, kidding, not kidding.
Yep.
Do you see fraud, do you think there's going to be an increase in fraud in people analytics?
Well, I would say there's already a huge increase in fraud in talent acquisition.
100%.
And that bleeds into analytics.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say it's already happened.
Okay.
The cat's out of the bag.
Well, the thing is like you look back at staffing, and staffing's always had fraud.
Yeah.
People that show up, they're using badges, that type of stuff. But now you got it even in payroll.
Well, can I actually ask you this? So like, how, like, it's always been an issue. How much more, is like this a case of it's always been there? Or is this like, is it orders of magnitude larger now? Is the problem greater? Is it the same it's always been?
Plato wrote The Republic. You're like where I'm going with this? Elvis once said, no. Plato wrote The Republic almost 4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And he talked about in one chapter about the homeless.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Okay.
The homeless will always be there. They've always been there, and they will always be there.
William, you're an impressive dude. I'm just comparing podcasting notes here for a second. I've never made a Plato reference on any of my podcasts. You're just next level. I have so much to learn from you.
I just thank the audience that were in the session, and I thanked them with a Jay-Z reference.
Yeah.
So I'm literally, as Jay-Z once said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us. Appreciate that. And people were like, I'm not sure I understand what we're doing here.
What's happening now? Are they allowed to do this?
All right, I do want to ask you this question about, we're here a year from now.
Yeah.
Maybe in the
Or
same.
Hopefully not. I mean, who knows?
No.
Yeah.
Come on, you're going to
All right, I'm going to be here for 23 hours.
Dude, if you can make it 15, I'm so jealous.
I'll do what I can.
What are we talking about? If we're
next
here,
year.
Next year. 100?
Well, if we're on the trend, so last year was AI, this year's agents, next year is autonomous agents.
Ooh.
That's just I don't know if that's a spicy take or not, or just cynical. Or the reality is, unless somebody invents a new term like they did with like talent intelligence a few years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which no one knew what that meant.
But it was provocative.
Oh my God, it was so
Everybody loved it.
A year before that, all the background checks companies came out with basically they're going to do monitoring.
Yeah.
So now it's a SaaS model, is you do the pre-check, and then you're going to go into the employee, and you're going to check them every month.
Whoa.
Oh, exactly.
That's talent intelligence right there, baby.
See, I think we'll know we'll have arrived at this particular conference when no one talks about AI.
Really?
Yeah, because it becomes ubiquitous. Like
I said something like that yesterday. We were having an internal discussion on the product side of the house.
Right.
And one of our leaders in product said, "Well, what do you think is going to be the case 5 years from now?" I said, "The term AI is going to be boring. Like it's going to be banal to say that."
www.
Yeah.
Dot.
It's like, I went on the internet today. The internet.
You have mail.
Do you have internet in your product now? We have internet in our product.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to a point with cloud or SaaS where it's like, we don't have to talk about SaaS.
No.
There's nobody out there with a thing that says, the software is coming through the internet.
Yeah. Not to mention all the autocorrect issues. I don't know if you ever tried to type SaaS, but it always correct. Like it's so annoying.
Especially with my language, it's not good.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to
exactly.
proofread that.
It's like-
but I honestly believe AI, Gen AI, agentic AI, I think the how is so not important and so over the head of the average practitioner, not to offend. But it's like they don't care how. They care about the outcomes.
Yeah.
And should.
They care about the prescription. So I've been saying this for years, but I think it's really relevant with AI, is for years in data and analytics, everybody just wants to report the weather. And all people want to know is, should I bring an umbrella or not? That's all they want. They don't care what the humidity level is,
No.
or, like
It's 70% humidity.
whatever that little thing that spins that reads the wind temperature or whatever. Like, I don't know. All they want to know is, should I bring an umbrella?
So I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
Us being in Texas,
Yes.
it's not that often. You're going to be okay.
We're doing our best.
It's just, my dad used to, this is 100 years ago, my dad would say, if you want to know Texas weather, go outside.
Yeah. It's
There you
there.
go. There you
and
go.
it's hot.
Err on the side of hot.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Now, Las Vegas is pretty hot too.
So how's the company going? How's everything going with your company? How are you doing?
Lightcast is doing amazing.
Okay.
At a conference like this, I mean, we partner with almost 100 different HR tech vendors. They embed our data into their tools. We're really a data company.
Right.
Like we do analytics, we do all of these like kind of intelligence gathering functions, but at our core, we are a data company. A lot of companies say that, we really are.
Yeah.
And so
You're the
it's,
intel inside.
well, and the proof is in the pudding in terms of however many other companies use our data, and they say they use our data too,
Right.
because they're proud of it. And I think that's huge for us, but obviously like we do a lot of B2C stuff as well, and people, workforce planning right now is as hot as it's probably ever been, maybe since 2008. And I think that that's not going anywhere anytime soon. And you know what is needed to do good workforce planning? Supply and demand data. You know what we sell? Supply and demand data.
It's got to be good. You're never going to have perfect. I'm careful to like tell people, if you're looking for perfect, stop. Don't do that. Just get on the train and try.
Yep.
And well, dude, okay. This has been wonderful. I know you got to take off for the airport. For the audience, we both live in North Texas and have not met in person.
Yeah, this was delightful.
We had to come to Vegas.
We had to come to Vegas to meet. I've been trying to get lunch with you for years, much to my chagrin.
I'm such a hermit.
Yeah.
Such a hermit. Brother, thank you so much for being here.
William, this is fantastic. Your podcast game is next level, dude.
Oh,
I really appreciate it.
Stop it. All righty, and we're out.